customer complains about getting violently ill after eating at a vegan restaurant.
Plus, a supermarket sewage spill. It is time for Darcy Spears to take us dirty dining.
Do you follow Dirty Dining?
Yeah, I follow you. I follow you.
Kevin Chan was ready and waiting for our visit. So it goes.
Yeah, I'm like, here comes Darcy Spears.
Cafe No Fur, his vegan restaurant on Spring Mountain near Decatur, specializes in plant-based burgers and boba, but inspectors investigating a foodborne illness complaint found a petri dish of potential poisoning.
Just a lot of stuff that made it very possible that the person did in fact get sick from eating here, and that's like probably the one hardest thing for you guys to deal with. You never want your customers sick.
Of course we don't want it, but you know, it's also hard to prove what happened.
The health district saw plenty of risk factors like poor personal hygiene, unsafe food temperatures, and cross-contamination.
There was a lot of stuff that they noted was dirty or hadn't been cleaned in a while. I believe your cook told them that the deli slicer hadn't been wiped down in a week.
Well, we're 24 hours, so basically we had just gone through a rush, and then again it was an off day. I'm not gonna make excuses. There's some blame's on us.
But Chan also believes inspectors bear some of the blame, and he wrote the health district a letter to say so. Manager Cheryl Greeley read us what he sent.
It should be noted that the one cook is autistic. He is a good worker, but has a disorder that impairs the ability to communicate and interact.
They say the chef went into panic mode and couldn't answer inspectors' questions.
Basically, the autistic cook was kind of caught off guard, and he started shaking, and then it kind of traumatized him a little bit.
The letter concluded,
but given what happened, I do not feel the inspection report was fair and somewhat biased.
Are you kidding? I even told the health inspector, I'm like, I don't think it's do you think we deserve this much? Why did we get so many?
Cafe No Fur got a 39 demerit C grade on its November 22nd inspection. There were lots of hand washing violations, plus uncooked Impossible burger meat was left out in a bucket on the floor at room temperature overnight.
The Impossible meat was out defrosting. He had it in a tub and he had it in water defrosting so that he could make the patties out of it. It wasn't left for a long amount of time. It was just in a bucket, in a place where they didn't accept.
Food in the freezer was uncovered, and rice and boba were at unsafe temperatures. A sanitizer bucket was taken off the floor and placed on an in-use cutting board. The deli slicer was excessively dirty, and there was one live cockroach in a dirty sink next to a storage room full of dirty equipment, including chemicals, paint, bicycle parts, and orange street cones.
I know they were concerned that was potential harborage for pests, even though they only found one roach, but one means there's more.
And which we are taking under control as well.
Other issues included a spoon lying in the ice cream, a container of foul-smelling spoiled mustard, excessive food debris, grease, and dust on floors, walls, shelves, ceilings, and cooking equipment, and stinky floor drains filled with excessive wet food and grease.
Restaurants aren't perfect, so sometimes, they just caught us on a bad day.
Chan says Cafe No Fur is only a year old, so they're still learning, building their staff, and teaching employees to be on their A game at all times, including during a health inspection.
If you're not prepared for that, then you're gonna get killed, And a lot of my friends who are owners, they get caught on a bad day and they get a C, and then you come and.
He says the health district's visit was a painful but valuable lesson.
The health inspectors are supposed to come to check on us. Honestly, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get A back. Everyone gets their A back, and then 3 months later, they're gonna come back again, and they're gonna make sure, you're still an A. And if you're a B, or a C, then you better get your act together. That's what it is. That's what it's about.
Cafe No Fur still has a C, but is hoping for reinspection this week. There was also an imminent health hazard closure for a sewage spill at Marketon on Tropicana and Eastern. Pictures and details at ktnv.com. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.